everybody, welcome back to Stellaris. Yes, it is Stellaris. We are doing the Star Wars New Horizon mod because it has all sorts of really cool stuff in there. For example, you can play through as the Federation right from when they begin as the United Earth and all the way through the storyline from all these series all put together. So the Xindi War, the Dominion War, all the stuff that happened in the Next Generation. I believe Voyager goes out and gets lost in the Delta Quadrant at some point. So everything works in the timeline. So all the films and everything, it all works together and all that kind of stuff. It's really, really fun. You can play as pretty much any of the alien races, as I'm about to show you. So you can play as the Dominion if you really want to, and you get their storyline. Romulans, Klingons. Yeah, we're still United Earth. We haven't created the Federation yet, which is why. But this is all the races that are in this game. And you can tell where they're from by this little handy little thing up here, which is really nice. Alpha Quadrant is blue, Beta red, Gamma purple, and Delta is green. So, the Borg are in here somewhere. Where are they? I saw them earlier on. Hello, Borg. Oh, Borgie. Oh, no, you're right at the top, aren't you? Because you're one of the main people. Yeah, major empires. I think the major empires have the actual storylines. I haven't played all of them, so I don't know. I do know that United Earth has one. So you get the Enterprise when it goes off to find about the Xindi weapon and things like that. That's all in here. It's all in here. It's really, really good. And then obviously you've got the decisions that you have to make to kind of go through all of that. Ignore the Cerberus Galactic Diktat. That is a personal game of mine. It just keeps bringing it up. I've deleted the game, but it keeps on bringing it up. But if we were to select, so there we go. Phase, cannons, warp travel, and we get their ships, the actual Federation ships. But you can do the same with the Klingons. Romulan Star Empire. Or the Borg. Yes, I was considering playing as the Borg. I really was. And I might do in the future if the Apocalypse DLC doesn't do something strange and wonderful to the actual mod. I hope they adapt it to make it work, or the DLC doesn't affect or anything like that. But anyway, we'll be going as United Earth because I know the most about them in this universe, as we all do. I will be checking for the music because it is rather loud, so if you can hear it, I'll be turning it down. I'll be checking the video and turning it down. I did do some changes earlier on, but I'm not entirely sure if they work properly. But anyway, there is no real changes. These are all what it is. I won't be doing Iron Man because if anyone's seen my previous Stellaris playthroughs, you know that me putting on Iron Man is just an entirely stupid thing to do. 140 star systems, 1,400 star systems and 60 empires. Wow. But there is loads and loads of changes they've made to this. And I mean loads and loads of changes. For example, the ships are even more expensive. They wanted, I think, to control how people could expand. They didn't want to just go, yes, we're doing that. You will deal with this from now on. They wanted to kind of harness people and keep them in until they built up some stores and then went, okay, here we go, we're growing out. I mean, if you think about it, it kind of makes sense from us exploring the galaxy. It doesn't matter how many resources we get. When we're first going out there, everything costs a fortune. What it costs to do the original moon landings, in example, are just so big, and it costs SpaceX like $5,000 a kilo or something like that. It's really, really expensive. But anyway, I'm just going to put my camera on screen because you guys want to see my smiling face, don't you? Well, I hope you do, because, hello. Right, United Earth Government, Federal Republic, ruler Nathan Samuels, Species, human. Yay! FTL method, hyperspace travel. Capital is on Earth. Ethics, we are egalitarian. Everybody's equal. We're xenophiles. We love aliens. And we're pacifists, so we can't use unrestricted wars. We can't start wars. That doesn't necessarily mean we're not going to get into wars, because anyone who's knows anything about Star Trek is that the Federation always gets into wars. It just means we can't go and get them. But we'll see if we can change that. Traits. We are continental preference. I can speak English. So continental is our best. Then we've got savanna, alpine, Arctic really isn't good. Neither is arid. Marshland is not great either. And then everything below that. Why is tropical down there? I'm fairly sure that a lot of people like tropical. I know I do. But okay, we're not going to argue with this. The spectre of war has followed humanity for centuries, culminating in the Third World War in 2053. Emerging from this post-atomic horror, the people of Earth struggled to survive until the scientist Zefram Cochrane successfully drew the attention of the Vulcan science vessel, I'm not going to try and say that name, a decade later. Following almost a century of Vulcan patronage, the people of Earth are ready to take their first steps into the great unknown, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no one except a bunch of aliens have gone before. Potential to make yourself a better man, that is what it is to be human. To make yourself more than you are. Jean-Luc Picard. Nice, Jean-Luc, I'm liking that. Okay, what have we got? Earth and Mars. Mars has been colonized. Awesome. And we have a fleet. So let's see where our fleet is. 132. Our fleet power, or 131. I'm guessing it's point something. Patrol frigate, USS Clark. Patrol frigate, USS Anaconda. And patrol frigate, USS... They sound awesome. Let's do some science. Phase weaponry. So we've got phase cannons, optical computers. Okay. Theoretical peak performance, 1930 quintillion calculations per second. What? 12.1 sextillion. That's if it's on a destroyer, cruiser. Yeah, these are getting some serious upgrades, basically. Chance to hit +1, tracking +15. That is pretty damn awesome. We have Man of War. Yeah. Gravity manipulators unlocks main tactical station. A console component that can be installed on our spaceship bridge. This one is tactical in nature and allow our crew to safely divert energy to increase maximum rate of fire, damage, and range of our weapon systems. Wow. Console devices may be installed on a unique slot available only on large standard military ships. It can be found on the destroyer class and upward. Okay, so this really doesn't help us right now, but let's go with phase cannons. Okay, it's making noises at me now. This is good. It's got the sound effects and everything. Colony ship, 18 months. Orbital hydroponics, 18 months. Interstellar communication network. Border range +15. Ooh. I'm going to go with colony ships. We need to be able to colonize. Spatial torpedoes. Improved star-based construction. And defense satellites. I don't know. Should we go with spatial torpedoes? I'm being very aggressive in my choices here. Right, we have the USS Franklin. Okay, apparently we already have raw dilithium. And so, do you need to? No? How about there? Survey that system. Awesome! Okay, construction. 540. They weren't kidding when they booted this up, were they? No, they really weren't. Okay, we'll do this by hand, I think. We've got 14 power. We need more stuff, so we will build a station there, and then we will build a station there. that's pretty cool. That means we're getting 5. Can't really argue with that, can you? Alright, let's move along. Should we send the patrol frigates out? I think we probably should. Let's split up.
Allow me to introduce myself. I
Hello,
am
Q.
Q.
Yes, you are.
Just Q from the Q continuum.
Right.
Trust me, I'm all that. Omnipotent, omniscient, handsome. Anyhow, I've deigned your pathetic civilization to be at least somewhat worthy of my advice and guidance. The challenges ahead for you here are different enough from what you've encountered before that you'd be a fool to turn down my offer. As a token of my generosity, I'd like to offer you an, have a nice shiny mineral.
Great. Okie dokie. Go away, Q. We'd rather that, should we? The game is different. Let's be smart about this, Chris. You've made mistakes before, and you've ended up dying because of it. We appreciate the offer, Q. What's this one? Go away. Okay, we appreciate the offer. Let's go with we appreciate the offer. There you go. First fleet. Whoa. Delphic Expanse. Sweet. Alright, let's send our ships out for various scouting related things. Let's go out to all the stars that are just inside and outside our thing, and then have them come back. That sounds like a good way of working. You're just outside. Oh, hello. Who are you? Vulcan High Command! You'll be nice to us and let us do that then, won't you? Because you know, you're Vulcans and you like us. We're kind of hoping they like us. You've already done all those, so we'll bounce out to you and you. And then we'll come back home. Oh, and you'll do a nice big kind of... Awesome. Excellent. Okay, there you go. Not bad. Let's take a look at the planets, make sure everything is good. Do we have a star base? Stationary pulse cannon bank. Nice. 200. Oh, we need improved star base construction as well. Nothing there. Surface? Okie dokie. Not bad. I'm a big believer on using the resources in space first, because building stuff on planets is really expensive before you get anything back. So, although we have power and minerals on these planets, or at least here, I'm not going to spend it. And when I do start, I'm going to be going for the research bits first. Try and boost our research as much as we can. What do you guys have? Not a lot. And you've got a crater that's kind of stopping you, and mountains and sinkholes. Great. Okay. Not a lot we can do about that right now. What do you need? You need... Building requires having at least a level 1 capital facility to upload. And we need 5 people on board on the planet before we can do that. So we need someone down here. Can we afford to build anything? That would be no. We need stuff. Let's roll. Alright, we're going to just speed up just a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. That's a good question. How much would it cost for us to build a patrol frigate? Oh, hello. We know without doubt that thriving biosphere is not something unique to Earth. Both the scientific community and the public at large are eager to learn more about the various forms of alien life found throughout the galaxy. Efforts to catalogue the life forms we encounter are already underway, but our xenobiologists have urged us to focus on planetary survey efforts in habitable life-bearing worlds. commendable initiative. Habitable world survey. We have more important matters to focus on, plus 20 influence.
Log updated.
Thank you. Glad about that. Yeah, did you see how much it cost for Neptune? 242. I've set the thing so it will stop after each message. It might get annoying later.
Initiating
and I might change
communications.
It. Vulcan High Command. Hello, Vulcan. You look distinctly human. I'd like to point that out. The small celestial object was pronounced gaseous and particulate trails. Was recently observed in the Solar System. The passing was uneventful. We gained 14 unity. Awesome. The galaxy represents enough threats without having to worry about war between United Earth and the Vulcan High Command. We suggest entering the Naragesha Pact. Absolutely. In fact, I'm thinking maybe it might be worth fighting into our coalition. Migration treaty. Oh, they're currently, yeah, okay. To our coalition. We could start a coalition. Trade deal. Research. We'll let them have some research. Can't really spend a lot of energy credits on this, but we're just trying to get them up over the hill, so. Okay, they actually went down for 12 years. Is it 100? No, we don't want to do 100. $40? We'll give them 30. That should get them over the hill. And they are technologically kind of equivalent to us, but it'll give us a boost. Sort of. If they accept it, of course. They might not. Yay! They accepted that. Ah, they accepted our trade proposal. Right, okay, awesome. Wow, we're getting 32% for colony ship. That's awesome. Alright, we've got something in Alpha Centauri. Possibility over at Easy Aquari. Galice 1. Oh, we've got something at Altair as well. Wow. Where are you going? Oh, you're following the route I set you. Ignore me. Just ignore me. I was just a bit worried there. You were going off in a weird kind of, we're going this way kind of thing, and I was worried. I was worried. I was totally worried. Construction ship. How you doing, buddy? Oh, you're doing Vesta already. Nice. We'll probably send you over to Amathea. My camera is in the way. 1 second. We'll just
log
shift it
updated.
That way. There you go. Ah yes, dilithium, truly wonderful crystals. You can accumulate them with two different ways. Either build a dilithium mine on the planetary tiles that have dilithium deposits on them, or build a mining station around the dilithium deposit on some forsaken asteroid. Both methods will produce raw dilithium, which then needs to be processed in a dedicated refinery facility that will get you processed dilithium. Better refineries will be able to produce more processed dilithium per raw dilithium deposit. You can even build a small synthetic refinery on your star bases for a small kick in processed dilithium. Gather more processed dilithium to get a passive bonus to your Empire naval capacity. Note that this modifier updates only once a year, so give it time. Understood. We've encountered some form of alien vessels in the Procyon system. These strange objects have been flagged as beta aliens until we can learn more about them. We should proceed with caution. Yes, we should. We should also do a quick bit of research into them because reasons. Construction ship. Have you finished yet? I don't think you have, buddy. Come on. Finish up a bit faster than this. I want this back up and running.
Log updated.
Gamma aliens as well. Wow, that's a lot of alien vessels. Personally, don't want to get into a slugging match, but if we have to, then we will. Alright, you've left the area.
Log updated.
Delta aliens? Gamma aliens, research that, and Delta aliens as well. We really don't deal with them, but at the same time, if we have to, we will. Cool. I'm probably going to turn that off because it's going to do my nutting.
Construction complete.
Alright, let's slow you down. Okay, we're down to 11 power, making 27 a turn. Let's... There it is. I'm not entirely sure why it's got that symbol for mining. It's not a very miney symbol. We can do that. And we'll also grab after Jupiter, I think. Sorry. There you go. Got 58 left. Wow, there are just so many hostile fleets around here. Franklin, how you doing, buddy? You haven't finished yet? This is disgraceful behaviour. I'm not very happy with you. I mean, fine, you've got all these in the Alpha Centauri system, but still, you should be done by now. How am I supposed to moan at the construction ships? They're taking too long when you're taking that long. Just saying. Look at all these planets. How much would it cost for another science ship?
Log updated.
Epsilon aliens as well? Wow, we've got a lot of research going on. Yeah, what was I thinking? I was thinking science ship, 132 minerals. It might actually be worth it. Kind of early to get as many, get like a couple of science vessels going mental. It's a bit of a pain to kind of control them and everything, but still. Boost and speeds. You know what? Yeah, we are going to do that. We are going to do that. Having one doing it is just a little bit too small. Look at all these planets and possibilities that they all could have. Well,
An alien empire is making contact.
hey, it's the Andorians. How you doing, guy? Always meant to ask, what are the tentacles for? Ah, the Vulcan's pet pink skins. Yeah, I like you too. Well, you're not as ugly as we were warned, but it remains to be seen whether you can be trusted. Okay, Andorian Empire. They're xenophile. Don't believe that for a second. Militarist and materialist. We greet you as equal star travelers. Our citizens greet you in peace. I don't know. I like the fact that's the only one that's got hotkey enter on it. Yeah, come on. Is there a button?
Anomaly
Oh,
detected.
space. I can just hit space. That's much easier. Research. Okay.
Initiating communications.
Oh, we've got someone else coming through communication. Oh, they want a non-aggression pact. We can definitely do a non-aggression pact. In fact, I'm thinking we might do a space steely type
Initiating communications.
thing. A really deep space station. Well, here we are. You accumulated enough unity, and soon you'll be able to purchase a new tradition. So many options. It's a wonder your puny little brain doesn't explode. Given how my last gameplay went, I can understand why he's thinking that. There are many paths you could choose from, but the one will give you access to something truly unique is deep space stations. These are more than your regular star bases. They are large, expensive, crude stations that you can build for your build far from your borders and stake your claim. The station has access to its own unique buildings, among them a dilithium refinery, but also tools. It will allow the station to build large fleets quickly or expand your borders even further. You are limited by how many stations you can build and how large you can expand them, but further additions can increase these. Okay, understood. That sounds like frontier stations from the base game. Offer a migration treaty, and we'll go for a trade deal. Research agreement. We'll go for 30 years. They obviously want something, because, you know, they can have 10. Awesome. Okay. And we're going to look at a science ship, 132. Absolutely. We'll grab that. Cool. They've agreed to the trade deal. Diplomatic response to the Andorian Empire. They like the idea. Okay. The NX project, United Earth's ambitious plan to create the first true Warp 5 vessel, is still struggling. The original version of Zephram Cochrane, which began in 2119 with the foundation of a new faster-than-light research complex in Bozeman, Montana, is now several decades old, and yet most of humanity's ships still crawl between stars at Warp 2. Admiral Maxwell Forrest stares at the distaste at the Vulcan ambassador Cephal. Earlier today, he was elated with news of the successful launch of the earliest prototype of the NX project. Now it seems his day was becoming worse. With all due respect, Ambassador, Earth has a fleet now. A Warp 4 engine was recently installed on the USS Franklin. That, I believe, you will find is in Star Trek Beyond. I think that's the ship. Yeah, I think it is the Franklin, isn't it? Because that's the film with Idris Elba playing the bad guy. A Brit playing the bad guy. Something we're good at. The Admiral began before being cut off. It was less than a decade ago when your Commander Robinson almost lost his life because of this reckless pursuit, Admiral. We simply advise caution, Saval intoned. We still feel the NX project should be suspended, not forever, just for a few more years. Forrest nods glumly. I'll pass on your suggestion to the Prime Minister. Country event? Okay, what's the country event? Or is it just, well, it's not on there, so it's obviously something going on actually in-game. Ooh. Any vessel above altitude Centauri 1 activates as the short-range scan initiates. The drone emits a nucleonic beam directly at Captain Stefan Di Bella, which causes him to immediately fall to the floor. Number 1 initiates a red alert, and a medical team rushes to the bridge. At first glance, Stefano Di Bella appears to be knocked out, but the chief medical officer quickly realizes the captain is in fact sleeping in a deep REM cycle. Stefano Di Bella is generating a neurotransmitters at an unprecedented level and appears to be having vivid dreams. Put up Shioskov beam, lock weapons and destroy the alien vessel. Try to get out of range of the drone. I think we probably should just get out of range of the drone. Helmsman moves the ship away from the drone, but not even full impulse managed to keep up with your ship and continue firing its nucleonic beam at Stefano. He's just asleep. "15 minutes pass and the captain seems to sleep soundly. The crew is uneasy about allowing the alien vessel to so easily paralyze Stefano. We must wait. We do not know anything about this beam. We cannot keep waiting to destroy the drone." We're not destroying the drone. After another long 10 minutes, the drone finally turns off its nucleonic beam. Stefano slowly comes to, surrounded by medical staff, and the captain looks around as if seeing the bridge for the first time, reciting the names of crew members as if they were distant memories. The crew fill in Stefano on what happened. The captain is stunned. It was only asleep for 25 minutes. He has experienced an entire lifetime of memories, living in a simulation of a life on a long dead planet. This is the one from The Next Generation. I think it was Picard lived out is like a whole life on an alien planet. That's a pretty good episode, actually. It was really good. The alien drone created this simulation as a way to keep the memory of their civilization alive. The drone had to be locked on with a tractor beam and brought into the cargo bay for further study. The examination drone yields an age-old flute, which seems to have been special meanings to Spano. The captain has gained wisdom beyond his years through his time spent in the stimulation. We are glad to have you back. Spano gains 1500 experience. And he now has the meticulous trait. Anomaly chance, discovery chance plus 10%, and he's got plus 25 on that. That's pretty darn awesome, I have to say. That is pretty darn awesome. Right, so you are there, but we need you back at Earth. Because you've just stopped in the middle of there. Back to Earth. You're still just running around. Oh, you're on your way back. Okay, we'll tell you to come back here then. Back to Earth. Okay, cool. Excellent. Alright. Look at all these planets, man. Where's my science ship? I want my science ship. 41 days. This is too much. I can't take this. They've done a really good job on this. I'm tempted to get our next science ship to just make sure it's done the complete survey of this system. Alright, you're going to do Amalthea, and then...
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Awesome, right. Construction ship. Juno. Build.
Anomaly detected.
Okay, you keep researching that. We have our new science ship. We need a scientist for it. Research speed, biology plus 7%, lead lifespan plus 10. You know what? We'll go with a young gun.
Affirmative.
And we... No, you've already done that. Okay, over to Bernard Star and survey that. And that is where we're going to stop right now, guys. We've been going for about half an hour, so I'm going to call it right there. But there you go. We'll be doing this from now on. This is our Stellaris playthrough. We are playing as the Federation. Well, eventually the Federation. We're working on that. Just working on that. But I would like to say thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please do hit that like button. Don't forget to comment and share. If you're new to the channel like we saw, then please do consider subscribing. And don't forget to check down in the description where you will find a link to my Discord channel. But until next time, you lot take care of yourselves. I'll see you there. Bye bye.